Ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Srimati Gauri Rokkam, an independent consultant and chief nutrition advisor for healthcare and fitness platform, having a rich experience in the field of clinical nutrition. She blends modern nutrition principles with those of yoga and naturopathy. She comes, ladies and gentlemen, with an enviable string of qualifications. Master's degree in food and nutrition, Bengaluru University topper, certified diabetes educator, certified yoga instructor and therapist, certified sports nutritionist, trained in yogic management of back pain, diploma in nutrition for health promotion and disease prevention, diploma in nutrition and health education. Well, she, I'm sure, will ensure a healthy and disease-free life with her address, and that is why she is here with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Gauri Rokkam.
A very good evening, and my respectful pranams to each one of you present here. To start with, I'd like to congratulate and thank Ravindra sir and Snehal ji for creating this wonderful platform and space which caters end-to-end services towards health. And this is the need of the hour, if you ask me. Why do I say that? Because if we look at last century, we were dealing with communicable diseases. And with time, we won over them because they were coming from outside. The threat was from outside. And so with the advent in medical science and medical technology, we could arrest and we could win over them. But today, we are in a different scenario. We are dealing with non-communicable diseases. And they are so rampant, they've become an epidemic in the whole world. It's not specific to specific regions anymore. They are, whether the nations are rich or poor, we're all suffering. And we need to do something about it immediately because the situation is quite grim and scary. Well, I've been in this space for the past 26 years, and I see how things are changing so drastically. Every day, it's getting worse. Trust me when I say I see people with diabetes and hypertension between the age groups of 35 and 45. I see people who are just stepping into their middle ages with all kinds of heart diseases and dyslipidemia. And cancer, liver, and kidney disorders have become very common. And the young adults are suffering from every kind of hormonal imbalances, whether PCOD, PCOS, infertility, thyroid issues, hundreds of them. And cancer, intolerances, and allergies, which were not known at all in India, is becoming a norm. Where are we heading? And what are we doing about it? This is really, really scary because this is not coming from outside. We are absolutely responsible for these. And that is why it's even more scarier. Now, where are we heading from here is the whole question. And what are we going to do about it? If you ask me, the food and just food can make miracles. Food is potent enough to heal us, and body is intelligent enough to repair itself. All we need to do is create an environment inside the body so that this can happen. Yes, this can happen because we have created it and we can reverse it. You've heard me right. We can reverse all the disorders I mentioned and many more by just reversing the way we eat and the way we live. Because we have created it, we can reverse it. Now, is it so simple? Yes, it is. Today, we understand much more about it. And is this something new? No. This has been there in India for ages. Like Mrs. Sandhya was mentioning, this is the tradition or the wealth or the knowledge of this country. Today, West is adopting it. Many eminent scientists and doctors and clinicians are starting to drop medications and treat their patients with just food and food. This is going to enter into the mainstream medicine very soon, and we need to follow it also. And this has been a tradition from thousands of years in India. And what we are looking at in WEEFA Mantra is blending this Eastern and Western principles together to bring in a more complete and meaningful way of treating these disorders. So I think it is more evident today that it is possible to treat diseases and disorders this way. And more than my talking, I think I would like to invite some of my clients who are present here to share their experiences so that you can understand the simplicity and also probably the practicality of doing it. Can I get some of my clients? Can you please raise your hands where you're sitting? Yeah. Yes, please. Can you please?
Earlier, I was not very keen to do it, but once I met her and then discussed with her, it was so simple that I could adhere to the nutrition what she has advised. After that, I think my whole thing has been changed. Whenever I want to eat unhealthy food, I remember her. So in a day, whenever, maximum I would say, I'll remember once when I want to cheat for some sweets. Otherwise, believe me, it's been very good experience, and it is very, very simple, Gauri, I would say, to follow. There's no hard and fast rule which you have given to me, but that's really helped me a lot in my healthy life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for changing my life too.
Thank you. Can we pass on the mic behind, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Ratna Prabha here. I am retired bank officer. I worked for 31 years. So all of you know, being a bank officer, the whole 8 to 10 hours will be sitting and doing the work, which made me become obese. I developed diabetes and hypertension, and I was on medication for nearly about 10 to 11 years. Then I was ready to do anything to stop the medication, but I didn't know where to go. Then I came to know about Gauri Rakam, and I went to her. I met her on April 1st. Then she advised me how to eat and live a good life and all that. Then I followed her diet. After a month, then she asked me to stop the tablets. I stopped my tablets. After a month, she asked me to get my blood test done. And April, May, all of you know, that's full of mangoes and jackfruit season. I ate happily. She said, don't stop, you eat. Full meal you eat a fruit, no problem. So I ate happily and had stopped medicine. I was sure the blood test is going to be a haywire result. I went to a reputed hospital near my house. I was shocked to see my blood report. It was 6.1 A1BC, which I was expecting it to be from the range of 9 to 10, which was 6.1. Then I doubted the lab itself. Their results are wrong. Next day, again, I went to another reputed hospital. I got my blood test done again. Again, it was 6.2. Then it was confirmed to me, okay, it is not the medicine which keeps our diseases away, but it's our food habits and a healthy living style. And I mean, you might not believe, I have used only half a liter of oil for 3 months. That's all. As she said, I use natural oil like coconut, peanuts, and sesame seeds. I use quite a lot in the food, which gives the natural oil, not the bottle oil. And before, I am a very good cook, and I used to cook very healthy, very rich, And food, we use a lot of ghee, butter, oil. Even now I cook, but I cook without oil, without butter and ghee. I
How's
still
the taste?
enjoy.
How's the taste?
Taste is awesome, awesome. I really don't need any oil or ghee or butter. It's very tasty. I don't miss anything like that. Now I'm so used to, or rather my stomach is so used to that healthy food. If I eat little fried thing, I get stomach pain. So I take this opportunity to thank Dr. Gauri Rakkam for having made me from all the medicine free and disease free. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here I'm Yogita. I think I'm the youngest client to
Yes.
auntie. Okay, so my main concern was to reduce weight. And before I met Gauri, Dr. Gauri, I used to adapt to wrong sort of losing weight, like weekly. Like in a week, I used to eat just banana for the entire day. And yes, I used to reduce weight. But then at the same time, I had side effects like hair fall, short temper, was not energetic, was lazy, and once and before meeting Gauri Rukum, I'd also been to another nutritionist, dietitian. She gave me a diet plan. Yes, I did. It was healthy, but it was not tummy filling. And then with the same idea of not fulfilling my vision of losing weight in a healthy way, I went to Gauri Rukum. And the first week when I saw the diet plan, it was everything eat, 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 tummy full, eat, eat. And I was like, how do I lose weight? And then gradually but I didn't give up. I just went on blindly, and the end result was Gauru. I don't know how grateful I need to be to her. She taught me how to eat well, the joyful way of eating well. And she made me realize that eating can make, it can make our body alive or kill within our tracts. And yeah, I overcome weight loss without even realizing that I had to quit few of my food. And I never thought that my addiction was non-veg and
a mother, and I work for Accenture Solutions as a learning enablement consultant. I'm really nervous here. This has been a very, very long journey for me, my journey of health. And thanks to Gauri ma'am, I am finally so happy and able to travel from home 2 hours just to attend this launch. Thank you, Gauri ma'am, for giving me this platform. I started my journey with diabetes 9 years ago and recorded a HbA1c of 12 and FBS of 359 in December 2016, just about 7.5 months ago. I have been very, very stubborn in 9 years to not take insulin or any allopathic medicine because I have a family who has suffered from medication rather than the disease itself. I lost my mother to diabetes. I lost my father to brain hemorrhage and stroke. And so I really didn't want to take any allopathic medicine. As time passed, my diabetic complications got really worse to an extent that in December, I actually had partial brainstem issues, due to which I lost balance and I couldn't really function very well. I went to an Ayurvedic doctor, and to my surprise, he asked me to go back and take Glycomet because my FBS was 350 plus. So that was really unexpected. I didn't expect an Ayurvedic doctor to actually go back and, go back to Glycomet and come back to him when I'm around 150 FBS. So finally, I sat down one day with my family doctor, and she happened to recommend Gauri ma'am to me. I couldn't visit her immediately because I didn't have good body balance and I couldn't walk in the month of January 2017. Gauri ma'am has actually brought my FBS to normal without any medication. This morning it was 132. Yes, and I am ecstatic. I have traveled 2.5 hours from Sarjapur Road only to convey this to Gauri ma'am. I am so thankful to you and I love you so much.
Thank you.
I also want to add some small tidbits. I have my son who's 10 years old. He's here with me. And the main reason to bring him today was I just want him to see how healthy eating can actually give you a healthy life. I want him to see how many mothers are present here who do not give their children pizza, pasta, chips and kurkure every day, and it is fine to not eat all that every day. I want him to know that healthy eating can give him a really healthy life. I'm able to sit up 9 hours today at work, just about 7 months after being on sabbatical, for not being able to walk into Gauri ma'am's office. I had needed my husband for support. I couldn't walk without support. And I've come all alone today in a cab with my 10-year-old. I cannot tell you how thankful I am. I really love you to bits.
Thank you so much for saying that.
Thank you.
So I don't think I need to speak anymore. That allopathy is not a solution when it comes to lifestyle disorders. It looks like when you take medication, it suppresses the symptoms and you feel temporarily better. But they're not the solution. Solution lies with us, not anywhere outside. Simple changes in eating, safe food, and changes in lifestyle as early as possible so that the freshness and the nutrition is intact in the food, and help you and guide you in pre-preparation, preparation, cooking, and recipes, and possibly personal coaching to how to eat, what to eat, when to eat, and how much to eat so that we can build a healthy society around us. Let's all come together and take a pledge this Independence Day to free ourselves from the diseases. Thank you. Namaste.
You have to put your hands together